Intrepid reporter Scott Arthur Newberry here on Friday, August 15th, 2025 at 11:22 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I've been working really hard to contain my anger because I know that turns people off. I understand that. Here's a day in my life, kids. While you and your mom have the luxury of going to Starbucks and buying $10 lattes, I have to struggle to get food stamps. They cut my food stamps off at the end of May, unexpectedly. I had just saved up barely $1,000 and I was going to pay off some debts. I had plans. But they turned my food stamps off unexpectedly. They mailed me a letter saying that I needed to recertify, but the letter was returned to sender because the post office fucked up. Or my letter was misdelivered. I don't know. But they just arbitrarily cut off my so-called benefits with no warning. And quite frankly, I procrastinated too long because I can't stand paperwork. I hate bureaucracy with a passion. So now I'm in a position where I got about $100 in my bank account. I got to pay rent. I got to pay my bills. And without the food stamps, I can't keep this afloat. And they're telling me, oh, by the way, well, here's the deal. They asked me to email them my pay stubs, which I did twice now. First, I sent a PDF version, and they said, oh, we can't open these files. Why don't you send us PDFs? It's like, well, they were PDFs to begin with. All right, so I sent them JPEGs. Still can't open them. So I just got a call from my so-called caseworker, and long story short, I got to walk those pay stubs in person to their office. Well, guess what? They recently relocated their office outside of downtown Towanda to a place in North Towanda that's going to take me an hour and 35 minutes to walk. And there's no way for me to get there other than walking. So I got to walk an hour and 35 minutes to deliver these pay stubs, and then walk an hour and 35 minutes back, and then walk to work so I'm on time for my shift at 4:30 so I can close the store. That was my reward for giving up my career, staying home, raising babies, and doing all the dirty work for Amelia. That's my reward. Another kick in the teeth. And y'all wonder why I'm angry? All the fucking work I did over the years, and this is my reward? Well, this apartment is awesome. And I'm eternally grateful for whatever blessing gave this to me. But this is the kind of shit you deal with when you're a wage slave and you're not corporate. You're not an executive who's given the silver spoon, who's given all the pampered privileges that other people have enjoyed. This is what it's like on the ground level when people in elite positions decide they're going to create systems that make life as difficult as possible for the wage slaves. You wonder why I'm angry? That's just one example of countless. Oh, Scott, don't start talking about politics. We don't want to start talking about unpleasant truths. It might offend the elites, the pampered and privileged people who got everything handed to them and didn't have to work for it. Is it any wonder that I'm pissed? Oh, Scott, you should get over it. Oh, start a business, Scott. Oh, be an entrepreneur. Go do these things and that thing. Oh, it'll all work out. Yeah, if you're a liar and if you're willing to play ball with these fuckers, yeah, sure, you can play ball and you'll get rewarded. But what the fuck? They can't even open a simple PDF file, a JPEG file, and they just give me excuses and run around. Story of my fucking life. Other people fucking with me. And I'm goddamn sick of it. You don't like my anger or my tone? I don't give a fuck. I'm glad my kids have enjoyed the lifestyle of the rich and famous. But let me tell you, from the other side of the tracks, it ain't so fun. So be grateful for what you have. And you don't have to thank me, though you should. Rather than treat me with scorn and derision, to treat me like Goyim, treat me like I'm some sort of heathen, treat me like I'm a pack horse, treat me like I'm some sort of floor mat you can walk all over. That's what this society does to people like me, because I tell the truth. And if you don't like it, I don't give a fuck. Scott, don't show anger. Anger will make people feel uncomfortable. Well, fuck your comfort. Because my life has been nothing but discomfort. Discomfort cloaked in lies. Lies and deception from all around. This whole country has become a criminal enterprise. Corporate. Corporate equals criminal. I don't give a fuck what you think about my position, because it's clear and it's honest. And if you don't like it, tough shit. Yeah, I drink and I smoke. How else do I handle this world of criminally insane sociopaths, psychopaths, narcissists? How else do I handle this shit? Oh, just turn the other cheek and, just go along to get along. And, wear your face mask and obey authority. That's what I have to say to authority. This is bullshit. Kick a man when he's down. That's what they do to the wage slaves. You all don't have to worry about that because you're Ellsworths. You're in the club. Related to Napoleon. Descended from the founder of Kips Bay. Oh, you got it all nice and easy. You don't know what it's like to not have money, to be unemployed, to go without income for 8 months plus. I've done it 3 times now since I left Boston. 3 times. I've been unemployed, broke, with no income, totally dependent on other people. I'm sick of it. And I'll be goddamned if I allow this world to beat me down. They will not. No one will. And I hope that's the attitude that my kids learn from me. Do not let these fuckers keep you down. I include many people in that group of fuckers. You don't like my words, you don't like my tone, I don't care. It's the truth. This is bullshit. But that's what they do to us, the wage slaves, the goyim, the heathen, the cattle. They do it every day in ways that you have no idea because you were born into privilege. Well, I'm happy for you because that's what I wanted for my kids. I wanted you to have a good life, good lives. And that's what has happened. You know, your mother has provided a very fine firewall between you and the real world. With all her money and deep pockets and all the bullshit lies that she spews, you've had it easy. I haven't! Is it any wonder that I'm angry? Having to deal with this shit? Shit that's not my fault. Beyond the procrastination, which is my fault. I didn't ask for any of this. All I wanted to do was make music. But no, the rest of the world said, Scott, no, we're going to put you a square peg into a round hole, and we're going to force you to do what we want you to do. Fuck you all!